don't be a drag. That's what our Blakey always told me. Do not be a drag. People who can play don't want to deal with a drag. Don't be a drag. Rehearse and let people go home. Yes.
I feel like in today's day and age, the music industry and the way that music is consumed is changing so fast, and faster than it ever has been before. And my question is kind of similar to the Celtic guy's question, but if you had to guess what music might sound like in like 50 years, what would you say?
Pick any 50-year period you want in the history of music that's been recorded or written, and just go back 50 years. If the music is really good, it sounds like that. There'll be a few other people that come up and play, and they'll play what they play. And the people who played are still 50 years. Whoever's playing now, if you're 15, then you're gonna be 65. I'm 61. You'll still be playing, so you're gonna sound like you sound. In 500 years, I don't know. But I think that Jimmy Heath had a saying: "If it was good, it is good." And my little brother has a saying. He says, "I'm not in the predicting business. I don't have a crystal ball, man. I always ask him questions. What is this going to be in the future? I don't have a crystal ball, man. I'm not in the predicting business. I know what it is now." So I think don't be afraid of the future. You're a part of it if you stay alive, which is the case for all of us. Don't laugh. It's kind of funny, but no one knows the hour. I'll never forget when I was a kid. I was 11 years old. One of my best friends died of cancer. And I remember we all like, damn, somebody 11 can die of cancer. And man, it tore us all up. Like we couldn't believe it. And you would know it's like the most fun-loving person was always happy, named Wilbur. He was always, "Hey man, let's go play some football, man. Hey." And then when it happened, it's like it made us all understand. Hey, you're out here for this chance. You better enjoy this. This is your ride. And at any moment, it could change. So I say it kind of a joke, but I say it also seriously. You can't be thinking about the meal you're going to eat in 10 years. Eat the meal that let's cook a good meal tonight. And where the music is going to go, the music never goes anywhere. People play it. Cars and automobiles, technology goes places. AI still can't figure out anything about people playing together. It can write equally bad essays as anybody else. But I don't see that much of human beings to machines. It's not what I believe in. Now many do. Many do, but I believe that just because something is shiny and streamlined and goes fast and computes quickly is not the same as you smiling at your mama. It's just in a totally different orbit of experience. But when you believe that, then it makes you insecure. Like if music is consumed in a different way. I listen to music that's consumed a different way, but when I listen to what they're playing, it's sad. A lot of it. Just a bunch of machines playing nothing. Okay, people like that. People have always liked stuff like that. That version of that was always out here. Do you know what? I don't know if I'm conveying it to you, because you can have such a belief in the superficial that your baseline becomes superficial things. And inside of you changing your baseline is also your answer to anyone who doesn't believe in the superficial. Now, once you have the answer to those who are against the superficial, well, they got you. You're going to be superficial because you have the answer. Oh, you're just saying that because you're old. Or you're just saying this because I always have to tell people, I didn't like this when I was young. So some things will be great. Fewer things will be good. Many things will be mediocre. And a whole lot of stuff will be sad. And there's no shame in none of it along that tree. There's no shame in being sad. It can be fun. I played sad basketball for years. I enjoyed it. Should I stop playing basketball because I'm sad? No, I play it. Cook sad meals. Okay, it's fun, isn't it? On and on and on, up the tree. You wouldn't want to eat what I was cooking, but okay, I'm still cooking it. The confusion becomes when you start to prefer some fast food to a meal. And that can happen. You with me?
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Yes.
Hey, a common theme I heard, especially you talk about, is kind of playing the way you want to and finding your own kind of sound and voice. And like, sadly, we live in a world where the music that we like, jazz, is becoming more and more commercially not viable, and it's getting harder and harder to make a living playing that. So my question is, how would you like balance being able to play a living versus playing what you want to play?
I think it's important that that as you progress as a musician, if you decide to pursue it professionally, you have to keep in mind what your goal is for yourself musically. Now, you might have to do other things and play other musics to make a living for a portion of your time, of your life. But you got to always decide, I want to be this kind of musician. When I moved to New York, I came here in 1996, and I didn't play primarily jazz gigs for about 5 years, maybe a little longer than that. But I always thought, I want to be a jazz musician. That's the thing I wanted to do. So I made sure that in the time that I had when I could pursue it, I always tried to hang around jazz musicians, tried to go to as many jam sessions as I could, tried to make sure I passed my cards out to people that could help me get me on jazz gigs, try to talk to people, come up here and hang with jazz at Lincoln Center and just check out a rehearsal, always trying to keep a foot in the jazz scene, even though I was doing funk gigs and reggae gigs and soca gigs and other stuff, hip-hop gigs and everything else. And that was always my goal. So I think that, as you navigate it professionally, just keep a goal. If that's your goal, you want to play jazz, then make sure that you're always pursuing it. And at some point, it's going to turn for you, and you'll start to do it.
Thank you.
Thanks for your question.
Mr. Marsalis,
Yes.
my question is, do you think jazz musicians have a responsibility to be cultural activists?
No, I don't think that. I think that people are cultural activists if they want to be that. We all have different talents and abilities. Some people are very shy. Some people don't want to be talking about stuff like that. They play what they play. Some people can play an unbelievably beautiful melody. That's enough. Someone can write a fantastic love poem, but they don't really care about the politics of a situation. I feel that sometimes you're put in situations where you're forced to be an activist if things get bad enough. But there's some people that's just not in their spirit. Even they perish before they would do that. It's not their personality. Look around the room at how many different types of people we have here. We're very diverse. We all have strengths and skills and things that we like. So under no circumstance do I think that every person has to put themselves in a line of fire that they don't want to be in, and they're not skilled particularly to be in. So that's my feeling about it.
Thank you.
Yes.